So here we are for Act 7, Chapter 3, 7.3.2. I don't see your way to put it. Otherwise, it'd be 2.1.3.2. Yeah, so 7.3.2, and let's check out the paths and see what we got here going. Oh, whoops. Alright, so this path, Joe Fixit. Cage Rattler. Whenever a skill attacker is blocked, they have a 50% chance to passively stun the defender for 2 seconds. The stun chance is increased by 10% for every 5 hits on the attacker's combo meter. Okay, Aegon wouldn't carry over, so he wouldn't be that great for this. Squirrel Girl could be very good. Oh, okay. On Defender, every 15 seconds alternate between Charge Up and Overcharge mode. Charge Up, hitting into Defender's block, inflicts shock debuff. Hitting inflicts shock debuff over dealing 100% attack over 6 seconds. Overcharge, all attacks are unblockable. Okay. For 2 seconds. The stun chance is increased by 10% for every 5 hits, so whenever it goes blocked. Okay, so you couldn't just stun lock cheese this. So it's only increasing the chance. Non-defender, every 15 seconds alternate between charge up and overcharge mode. So you'd have to avoid that, I guess, maybe? Steady Perseverance. When the defender activates a special attack, they get a stun immunity. Honestly, this just looks like a ghost path. Forget all that stuff and just use ghost. Joe Fixit, long shot thing. Never mind. Bring something for that. If you had a Falcon, that'd probably be a pretty good option. Heimdall. You can ghost that, but it's not a great option. Mortal Abomination, another you can ghost, but it's not too great. And then Sigil Scarlet Witch, I don't even know what she does. So, alright, so, that one's, I'm gonna wait and see what comes out of that, because that one looks a little bit weird. Oh, Terrax, he's fun. Paradox Special. On attacker, gain 1 persistent paradox charge when either champion activates a special attack. Paradox charges are cross-fight abilities and can carry over between fights. Okay. So you want to use the same one over and over again. 20% to special attack damage for each paradox on them. Remove 1 paradox whenever a defender is knocked down. Well, that kind of stinks. Because, like, without prowess. So, heck, I mean, that, like, you gain 1, maybe 2 if you're baiting their specials on attacker. Suffer minus 100% defensive ability accuracy. Defensive ability accuracy reduction disabled if attacker has 3+ paradox. And power alternator. Well, this just looks annoying. Honestly, I just bring Cable. Let's see. Cable for the first one. APOC for the second one. Then Horseman Archangel for Nova, Shang-Chi, Airwalker, and then APOC for Agent Venom. Yeah, that looks, I don't know about that one. That don't look like a very good node combo. Maybe I'll change on that. Alright, Omega Red, Paradox Knockdown, gain 1% charge whenever they knock down the defender. Paradox charges are crossfight. Okay, Entropic Burn, special attacks, the 1% paradox charge. Okay, the last hit, power burns 10% of the opponent's max power for each paradox on them. Remove one paradox whenever they perform a well-timed block. So every time you parry, you remove one. Combat power rate plus 100. Combat power rate bonus disabled if attacker has 3+ powers, and then it has 3+ paradox, and then power snack. So you need to be able to knock them down without parrying. So heavy counter heavy, but you're just gonna go through a bunch of health for that. Let's see who's on this path. Omega, Guillotine, Bishop, Morningstar, Strife, Purgatory. So that's all ghostable except for Strife. But still, you could just play him like parry style with Ghost. It's not the most efficient, but yeah. And then Purgatory, I'd need to read her. I don't think she has any anti-miss stuff, but you never know with these champs. If you don't fully read them, then you can get in trouble. I try not to remember all of them because there's so many freaking champs now. So if I run into one, then I'll like read everything up on them, and sometimes do some duels if I don't remember exactly what a heavy or special looks like. That's the safest way to do it. Otherwise, you can just fry your brain trying to memorize every single champ every month. Of course, maybe I'm just old and dumb. Alright, so buff synthesis. Fury Precision. Whenever the attacker activates a precision buff while they have a fury buff active, both buffs are consumed and the attacker instead gains an indefinite prowess buff, increasing special attack by 50%. Okay, well that doesn't sound too bad. Power Struggle. Cannot gain each time the defender reaches a full bar of power. Okay, well, that kind of stinks. Wait, I'm trying to remember Power Struggle if Ghost bypasses that. I cannot remember. I'd have to look it up. Subterfuge block. Each they gain a fury buff, increasing attack. So, combat deja vu. Whenever the attacker lands the same type of basic attack twice in a row, the defender gains an unblockable attack buff for 6 seconds. Alright. I need to test with Ghost on this, and I'm not going to do that right now because my last one went 16 minutes and I didn't even test anything, so I'll probably wait on that. But yeah, Ghost is probably good for this if the power struggle doesn't affect her, which I remember right, power struggle doesn't affect Ghost. Gain power to fight through normal means, and I don't think Ghost phase counts as normal means. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this is just a Ghost path. All right, let's see this one. All right, so Man Thing, IW, Darker. Oh yeah, did I look at that whole path? Oh yeah, Night Thrasher. I don't remember about Silver Centurion, but Hitmonkey, Spider-Man, Vulture. Champion's a pain in the butt to fight with Ghost, but it can be done. Okay, Pleasure to Burn. Incinerate debuffs and passives deal 25% more damage to the defender, and they take 90% less damage from all sources unless they're... Yeah, alright, so... when the defender is knocked down by a heavy or special attack, they become debuff immune for 4 seconds. Both the attacker and defender strike have a 20% chance to apply an incinerate debuff. For each debuff, the defender gains... Oh! Ooh, that's annoying. While the defender is incinerated, the attacker's attack rating is increased by 200%. Alright, so... Oh, that's gonna suck. I hate it whenever they combine crap like this. But I suppose you can just knock them down if they get too many... incinerates on them from all these nodes. But I redouble determination 1, 35% attack plus 10% combat power rate. So yeah, it's probably not too bad. As long as you keep it at 1 or 2 incinerates, you can probably take care of this pretty easily. But if you get above that, that's probably where it gets really bad. Let's see. So Man-Thing, I'd probably just bring someone that works well against Man-Thing. Rogue tears through him, and then you don't have to worry about being poison immune. And he does pretty good damage. Yeah, and then bring like Torch for Invisible Woman, Darkhawk, Corvus, Storm-X, and Yellow Jacket. Yeah, I'd say Torch is pretty good. I don't know how Sunspot would do if, like, your first hit of the special 2, like if you tried to do it that way, charge up Sunspot with all his incinerates. No. Redouble determination. That would get way out of hand. Even with Torch, I don't know if that'd be too good. So yeah, this might be a no Torch path either. Unless you were using his pre-fight. So yeah, he might be good for like 1 or 2 of the fights. And then just use someone else that's high damage. I don't know. We'll see what changes come to that one. And then here's the final path. I'm like, that's another one of those that not real sure on that yet. I'll do some more thinking on it. Like I said, I'll probably go back over these videos to think about it more. Like last time the beta came out, I didn't write down the notes. I didn't know exactly what everything was. Whenever a cosmic attacker fails to trigger a buff due to chance, they have a 100% chance to trigger a Fury buff, instead increasing attack by 80% for 7 seconds. This cannot trigger itself. Okay. On Defender, when struck, to apply a concussion passive on, which will reduce chance to apply. At 4, buff tub, power play. Whichever champion has the least amount of power is Fate Seal. Gain an upset charge whenever the attacker's ability fails to trigger due 4 upset charges. Now, is an upset charge a buff? I wonder. 10-second unblockable's not too big of a deal. That's getting pretty complicated. Actually, I bet Angela would do really well on this. Yeah, because she's just constantly triggering. Well, actually, Hyperion would be really good on this. You need someone that can just access a ton of buffs. Hercules wouldn't be bad, or CGR would be okay. Corvus, no. Oh, Venom could be really good. Just parry heavy, and just repeat. Although, whenever he doesn't have a buff, I don't know if that counts as a reset. So that might not work out too long. This might just be an Angela or a Hyperion path. I really wish there was a 6-star Hyperion out. But let's see. Howard the Duck, Emma. Wait. Whichever has the least amount of power is Fate Seal. Alright, well, you'll be wanting to bait special ones from Emma anyway. Silver Warrior. So, first 3 are all Hyperion, and you can fight those with Hyperion. Black Panther Civil War. That's a little bit of an annoying fight. You couldn't really Hyperion that one. Yeah, that one kind of sucks. And then Ultron and Rogue, so yeah, it's a little bit of a rough one, but not a big deal. Alright, let's see what's on these minis, and then I'll wrap this video up. Do not go gentle. I hate that node. Ebb and flow heavy, that's not a big deal. High energy diet. The defender has 90% any hit that deals energy and regenerate them for both damage to, while the defender is... okay, that's not a big deal. And aggressive. So, honestly... yeah, just Fury. Or actually, you could probably use Ghost. Parry and heavy to get rid of the ebb and flow. And, yeah, Ghost too. Yeah, Ghost probably be pretty easy. Steady build up unblockable. Has 3 or more debuffs. Special burst lockdown. Rise to... okay, so you can't Ghost this. Rise to power. When the defender is knocked down, a 4-second timer starts. While active, each time the defender lands a hit or strikes into the block, they gain 50% of a bar of power. Oh. Wow. That kind of sucked. Oh, whoops. And then Power Bond. Attackers' power draining abilities are 90% less effective. So, increasing the defender's combat power rate by 50%. Oof. That's a whole lot of annoying nodes. You could doom this. Yeah. Like, even though the attacker power draining abilities are 90% less effective, they are still effective. So you could still doom cycle this, and actually, yeah, doom cycle would probably be pretty easy, because you'll just need to be careful on changing your combo from MM to what is it? MM, LLL, MM, SB1, and then yeah, he'd be back at a bar of power. So no, you could just full doom cycle this. You just have to be careful with the, let's see, special burst, so heal block and armor break. Yeah, just drop suicides and doom this is probably the strategy. Alright, Lazarus, that hasn't worked in forever, so I don't even know if this will work. Otherwise, it's basically you fight 200% health of whatever it is on here. Arrogance, every 10 hits on the attacker's combo affects them with a falter passive. Lionheart, bubble shield, return policy. Alright, this just looks like a ghost fight. Yeah, probably just a ghost fight. You'll blast through it quick enough. Yep, so that's a ghost fight. Alright, so that's the end of Act 7, Chapter 3, point 2, 7.3.2. Y'all have a good one, and I'll see you on the next one.